ladies, welcome back to today's ship. And if you're new here, welcome to this channel. We're very much interested in personal growth, lifestyle, food, and now immigration content. I'm sorry that I haven't been like regular on the channel. A lot has been going on, and I'm apologizing in advance for the length of this video because I just want to fit everything in one video. And considering that it would be 1 year next month since I moved to Canada, I thought to like share my experience so far with you guys. I'll start from the obvious thing. So the weather, I've been able to like experience spring, summer, winter, and I would just say like you cannot really get used to the weather. It's crazy, but if you have good jackets, if you're ready, especially like during the winter, you'll be good. Also, you know how people say when you go abroad, your skin, at least for dark people, I feel like you have to put in like efforts because you're coming from like a hotter place, especially if you're coming from Nigeria and then you're moving over here, which is a lot colder or hot, like in the summer. You have to pay attention. Like back home, we just use cream or oil. Here, you have to use both because, like, I don't know, the weather is really dry. Like, it makes you really dry. You have to put like extra efforts and time into like moisture, and like you probably break out, or like your skin will not just be perfect because of the weather. Like you have to do something, maybe invest in skincare, whatever. But whatever you use would work because the weather is good. I don't know if that makes sense. So that's out of the way. School. So I came here last year as an international student, and I'm almost done with my program, and I will give you my experience on the educational system here and how it works. So here it's pretty straightforward. Like on the first day, the professor is going to give you like a breakdown of everything that's required in the course. Basically, a recipe for success. They're going to say what the grade's worth, how they like their assignments or projects or group work, reports, whatever it is. They're going to like give you guidelines on how it's going to work, and subsequently inform you when you're going to have tests or whatever it is. The educational system here, I would say, it's easier as compared to Nigeria because everything is straightforward. Right, don't plagiarize. Sometimes it's open tests, sometimes it's not open, but everything is very simplified. You have your PPT, you don't have to like constantly take notes, or without the notes, without like as back home, like if you don't take notes, you have no notes. Like everything is PPT, everything is like you get it on your student portal. So I would say like the system here is just a lot more easier. Let's talk about like work. It's easy to get a job here, but it's difficult to get a good job. So when you come here, like you can get like jobs like working Tim Hortons, be a server, whatever factory, however that is. But to get a good job, especially in the field that you're working in, will take you more effort. You have to put effort into putting a resume, tailoring it to the job description, so many things. And I feel like people don't talk about this a lot. People just feel like when you come here, there's a job waiting for you. Yes, there are jobs everywhere, but like to get like a good job, it's not easy. I wouldn't say it's extremely difficult, but it's not easy. You have to know people. It's crazy. I hear it's called a reference, but basically you have to either know people in the company, or I don't know, you just need like to know people to help you out. That's just how it works here. It's very similar to back home. I would also like talk about like the transportation system, considering that I don't have a car yet. The bus system, it's almost reliable. Like if something's going to be wrong, you would get like updates on the website or whatever app that you're using. So it's mostly reliable, basically. So over to like the very fun things. For example, dating, going out, making friends. Because people mind their business a lot here, it's not so like easy. You know how you can just like vibe with someone somewhere and you guys just meet and exchange contacts. Like that can happen here, but like it's not normal to just say, "Oh, can I get your contact?" It's mostly, "Can I get your socials, your Instagram, your blah, 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 blah." It's not like the way, like how simple it is. So you have to like make conscious efforts if you want friends. Accommodation. This is the one that's so different. So here, like even if you have your money, like let's say you have 6 months worth of rent, it's difficult to get a place. So I feel like people don't talk about this a lot. It's difficult to get a place because they would need like a credit score, they would do a background check, they need a reference from like where you were before. Like it's crazy. Okay, so let's talk about accommodation. So here it's very difficult to rent a place. I know people don't talk about this so much and I don't know why, but it's difficult because you can have like your 6 months worth of rent and they would not be willing to rent the place to you because you need a good you need to have a good credit score, you need a background check, you need to do like they'll need a reference letter from either your work or from like your previous landlord. So it takes a lot of time and effort, and like it's like one of the hardest thing. Like if you want to get a place, you would like give yourself like at least 3 to 4 months to find a place. At like back home, it's not like if you have money, you can move in the next day. Like they just want you to pay, and that's all. But here, like a lot of effort and time and documents go into getting a place to stay. So now let's talk about like scams. You would not believe it that Canada has a lot of more scams than Nigeria. This is weird because before I came, like I didn't see anyone talk about this. I watched lots of YouTubes. No one speaks about this. When you come here, you get lots of like scam calls. Even sometimes when you apply to jobs on Indeed, you can get like a fake job. Like it's so, the scams are so polished. So you can be a victim, like, and it's quite normal. Like the banks are where like there's a lot of professionals scamming, even more than I experienced in Nigeria. So you have to be careful. And usually the targets are new immigrants, international students, and so coming, you would just feel like I shouldn't experience this, but it takes you like unawares. It's so corporate. Like you would even get to do interviews. Like for the job scams, you would get interviews, you would get emails, you probably speak to someone, and at the end of the day, it's a scam. They probably want to use your accounts to get fraudulent funds from people, and you would end up being in trouble. It's crazy. I cannot even explain how professional these scams are. And to dating, how is dating here? What is it like? This is based off on my experience. Here it's you have to be on a lot of dating apps if you want to date. Because people do not like see you on the road and say, "Oh my God, you're cute. Can I talk to you? Can I get your number?" That really happens. That probably happened to me like 3 times in the entire year that I've been here. So that really happens. So if you want to date someone, or you want to date whatever, you have to actually go on dating apps and talk to people. And then when you talk to people, you have to take it like, you have to make them take it seriously. So like for example, you guys are talking and say, "Okay, what are you looking for?" And they say, "Oh, they just going to see how it goes. And I'm like, excuse me. Um, so you have to like say, I mean, see where it goes. Like, what you hope for? Like, what's the end game? You know what I mean? So you have to put in a lot of, like, you have to take it seriously for them to take it seriously. But as regards to dating, like, it's okay. Like, you'll meet lots of people. Like, I mean, if you're willing to go on this app, if you had a good profile, you have a good picture. That's it. Like here, it's very superficial, as with any date sites or back home, whatever. So you have to have a really good profile and a really good picture. But here with dates, mostly um, they do just want fun. They just want to have someone to talk to or go out or whatever. But they're still like good. They're still good. What's it called? People who want more serious stuff. So that's not a problem. As regards to my overall experience, I would say that it's easy to lose yourself when you come here. You know, like you just, because when you come, you have something in mind already, and when you come, that's not the reality, because you actually see that things are not as you have anticipated. They're a lot more like easier or tougher. So in my case, it was like tough. So it's easy to lose yourself, to like fall into like depression or just feel sad, not necessarily like into depression. So I would say like, don't let yourself go. This happens, like it's life. Don't let yourself go. Do whatever makes you happy. When you feel like kind of sad, if it's to get up, do your makeup, do your hair, talk to someone, take a walk, whatever it is, do something. Also have a friend. That helps a lot. Like have someone you talk to, either back home or here, it doesn't matter. Like have someone that you will talk to because you would need it, or family. Like you will, you will need it. You just have to stay strong, because for honestly, I'm not trying to discourage anyone, or if anything, I would want to encourage you to like move. If you want to come to Canada, it's a nice place, but get ready to put in the work. Get ready to be disappointed or be happy, whatever it is. So overall, I would say it's been an experience. It's been a journey. It's been good. It's been bad. It's been happy. It's been sad. But if I were to do this again, I would do it again. If I were to like move to Canada, I would totally do it again. But in a total different way. I have things like I would have done differently, and things I would have done more research. For those who are still planning to come, who wants to come to Canada, do your research. Don't come to like the most popular province. I believe that's one of the I feel like that's one of like the bad decisions I made. Do your research on like the province that would fit what you want, like on a longer term, a longer goal. So it may not be as popular as Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary, but if what you want in line like aligns with the province, I think you should not just look like for, I mean, there are more opportunities in like more popular places in more bigger cities, but like it depends on your goal, right? So I would say do your research on the provinces, the cities, and make your decision based on the most important things to you. So if it's the school, if it's like fully immigrating, or if it's like fun, being around people, or weather, whatever it is, make those decisions based on that. Don't be like me that just wanted, and then you're like, I should have thought about this more. That brings me to the end of this video. I'm so happy to be back. I hope to make more content because I have some free time right now. So I hope to make like more content. Let me know what you want to know, or what type of content you want to see, or what topic you want me to talk about more, and sure, I would totally make a video about it. And see you guys in my next video. Remember to stay positive. It's a new year, you know. Bye.